Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Fishing Box Addict. Today on the channel, we are going to open up a box of Mystery Tackle Box Pro Bass. This is the Bass Box Pro. I got this on subscription a while back, and I think I just renewed it. Actually, it expired and renewed. Not sure what I paid, but I think these boxes are supposed to have $40 of value, and I think I paid in the upper 20s. I don't remember exactly. There's the card, Mr. Tackle Box Bass, and this is the Pro model. First thing out of the gate is some EWG 3/0 hooks. All right, never a bad idea to have some extra hooks. We can take a real quick peek. Some stickies. Good looking hook. Nothing fancy, but I buy when I go to the tackle shop now. I don't really ever buy lures. I just buy tackle, either weights or hooks or something. All right. Item number 2 is Freedom Tackle Corp flipping jig. It rattles. Yeah, listen to that. A little bit of rattle. A jig that rattles. Kind of interesting. All right. Got a weedless component right there. So this is a 3/4 ounce flipping jig with a rattler. That's a different little, does it have a color on there? Hammer. They call this color hammer. It looks like it's got some purple, black, and kind of green, darker green. Got one of these in the last box of the inshore. So we got the same exact lure in the inshore and the Bass Pro, which is a B8 Lab Ultimate Strike Bait. And I got the exact same color in both items. So a little jerk bait, this will work. And I was actually watching, I'm going to a lake this summer in about a month. And they were actually, I thought it was mostly just trout, but I guess they were catching a spotted bass type bass. It looked like almost a hybrid bass. But they were using little jerk baits like this and catching some fish. All right. All right, what do we got here? Another jig. This is a spinner bait. All right, so this is called the Lucky Strike Vibe Spinner Bait. It's got 2 spoons with a little white 1/2 ounce. Yep, white is the color. All right, good looking spinner bait from Lucky Strike. Got a nice red eye. Like, I don't throw these a lot, but I need to probably start doing them to give it a shot. I usually use paddle tails mostly, but I got to get more into the jigs and spinner baits. All right, this is a little tiny lipless 50 millimeter, kind of a smaller lipless crankbait type thing. All right, good looking lure. A little smaller when you're trying to catch some smaller fish. I wonder if trout would chase this thing. But I imagine you can catch some bass on it too. But good looking little bait. And a lot of the baits I have like this are bigger. So this is something I could try in a situation where I'd want something smaller. So it's got some rattle to it. I like the colors on it. Okay, and it looks like the final item of this episode is a little Xcite fluke style bait. Let's open these up. And when I was watching that show on the bass, this on YouTube about the lake I was going to go to, they were catching on these, something similar to this. And this is kind of that winged, kind of interesting, where it's totally empty in the middle. I've seen Zoom have something like this, where they call it a winged bait, winged fluke. I've never used a bait where I guess the hook just kind of freely moves back and forth through here. I guess I don't know. I have to do a little research on how the winged, but this one floats. All right, it says, and so I will be using these at that lake because I saw them catching on a bait similar to this. Okay, so cool. And Like I said, this is a different style fluke. I don't have the wing bait like that. It's actually a pretty good box, I would say. Bass Pro. Remember, I paid like 20-something dollars for this, like $27, $28 for the subscription for 6 months. And I got this B8 Lab little jerk bait. Got the Xcite wing flukes. Got the lipless crankbait. Got this nice spinnerbait from Lucky Strike. 2 spoons. This rattling jig, flipping jig from Freedom Tackle Corp. And I like it when they throw in like a kind of a random company like that. And then you get the hooks. And I think there's 3 in here. Yeah, 3-pack, 3-aught hooks, good size hooks. I'm sure these hooks work for these flukes. All right, I might be using these hooks right here for these flukes. What do you think of this month's episode of Bass Pro Edition from Mystery Tackle Box? I think it's a solid box. Didn't knock your socks off, but it was definitely, I feel like I got my money's worth. This is definitely 20-something dollars worth of value of tackle, and all of it's very usable. And I like these flukes, and I'm going to use those. And I'm going to use a couple of these when I go to that lake this next month. So, anyways, till next time, Fishing Box out. Go catch some fish. Subscribe to the channel, and see more videos.